Yes, OBS is recording, so please, everybody shout your things now.
Everyone's got a song inside, waiting to be free. The beans are here to show the way. Come on and follow me. Okay, I'm done. That was a song from Chowder, 2007.
So that was the intro.
What a great intro.
Instead of 3, 2, 1, Pepsi coin.
No, silly. This is the intro. 3, 2, 1, Pyra!
Pyra!
No.
Hey, hey, gamers.
Wait, did the intro just happen?
The intro just happened. You missed it.
I wasn't paying attention.
I'm
Do
sorry.
it again.
Never. I will never do another intro in my life. That was the final one. I must go. My people need me.
Oh, thank God. Now I'll do it and it'll be better.
Yes,
James
now
died on his way to his home planet.
Indeed. So, hey, gamers, it is us, the Shafe Squad of the ShinyCast Squad group. And we are here to announce some stuff, our thoughts on some stuff that was announced, as is tradition for the ShinyCast. I guess we don't need to introduce ourselves because this is episode 12. And
there's nobody new.
There is nobody new.
If you were expecting somebody new, I'm sorry.
Yes, but it was just me, Dio. That was a reference to an anime I have not watched. So, anyway, so yeah, any things we want to say before we get into our topics? Like anything new happening with y'all?
No.
Epic.
I stream now.
Yes, Chris does stream. Me, Chris, Patrick are some of the we dub Chris's the games Chris plays, like Persona 4 and Phoenix Wright, and it's a fun time. So we check out Chris's channel and see those. But that's
this
something.
Isn't the plugs.
This isn't the plugs. We skipped everything. We just started with the plugs.
Well.
Good night, everybody.
Good
we
night,
started
everybody.
this episode the way we ended last episode, by plugging Chris.
Epic. Again, it's like poetry, sort of. They rhyme.
It's like a chorus. It repeats.
Indeed, it is. So, anyway, I guess with that said, let us get into our first topic of discussion, which is the first Nintendo Direct in
530 days.
Wow.
I just now
People
figured out
counted.
how to change your name on Discord.
Patrick just figured out how to change his name on Discord.
Fucking serious.
He figured it out. Hooray.
Woo.
Good job, Patrick. Okay, so there was a Direct that happened after Directs died for a while, and it was meh. I didn't really think it was that great, but still, it was indeed a Direct, and it had some announcements. So I guess the first announcement was Pyra and Mythra being in Smash, which personally I was very cool with, because I always thought Xenoblade deserved another rep, but Rex was a stupid character, so...
I don't like Rex's design. His design is just so lame. Like, I don't like his stupid, spiky gray hair, and his pants look dumb.
Exactly. I didn't really want him as a fighter. So
I don't like his voice.
Yeah.
He's all like,
I like your attitude.
Let's show him a thing or three.
His voice is discount Shulk.
Basically, yeah. His
and
voice is annoying.
Say what you will about Pyra and Mythra's design being generic anime girls. At least like it works. Yeah, it's derivative, but like for a reason.
Yeah. Pyra and Mythra, I like the fact that they had to change their design and like make it less revealing for Smash.
All they did was give them leggings.
Yeah, basically. But like I like the fact that the original design was just not right for good boys and girls who play Smash, and they had to like change it to get them in. I just find that funny.
I mean, they did the same thing in Final Fantasy VII Remake for Tifa. They just added leggings, which honestly, I feel like I kind of like that more than just having the skin there, because it's more color variety and there's more going on in the design now.
Yeah, I agree. I think like it's an improvement personally of a design. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy. I'm not like the biggest Xenoblade 2 fan, but like I'm watching Chugga Conroy's LP of it and I'm enjoying that. I didn't enjoy my time like playing the game, but that's more so because of the gameplay. It's not really my thing. It's very complicated, but
also Chugga is 2 for 2 on this because he was playing Xenoblade 1 when Shulk was announced in Smash 4.
I know.
Now
how does he do it?
No, it's just Nintendo remembers that they have Xenoblade as an IP whenever he does an LP.
Exactly. Nintendo is watching his LPs, and so they put fighters in Smash based on it, based on what he LPs.
That's actually going back to a point because Sakurai did say that had Xenoblade been announced earlier, he would have put Rex in the game. Which thank God it did not get announced earlier because otherwise we would have had Rex in the game instead.
True, yeah. It probably would have been like how he says a new Pokemon will be in, and then he decides which one later. It's like that. He probably just would have put Rex in out of obligation without really thinking about if he would make a good fighter.
I think he just chose the Pokemon based on their designs, first of all, before anything. Like, with Greninja, he just looked at, Ninja Frog, that's cool, I can make a character out of that.
Yeah.
And he just kind of lucked out with Greninja being the most popular one.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I really hope one of the final two fighters is not a Pokemon, but it probably will be.
I would rather it be a franchise that either doesn't have much representation or a new franchise.
Yeah, exactly.
The last two characters I want are Bandana D and Crash.
Yeah. Crash would be cool. Bandana D.
So I'm only excited for new franchises, so I found Pyra underwhelming.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's definitely what I want for the. I'm not super excited for anyone in particular. I just like to see new franchises. I
get that. Personally, for me, I'm at the point where like there's 80 goddamn characters in this game. I don't care who gets in, really.
Same.
There are characters I want, but at the same time, it's like there's fucking 80 characters in this game. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like we were even saying like back when Ultimate was announced that they could have just released the game with that roster and really nobody knew and we'd be fine because that's still like so many characters.
Yeah. Or at the very least, like Banjo would have been like just a fitting like last edition because that's like one of the things everyone wanted, and then at that point you could just stop. But yeah, and me personally, I got Joker already. I got Persona reps, so I'm fine as well.
You got Joker in before you were even a fan of Persona.
Exactly. So that's I really don't like care who gets in anymore. I just think it's good to fill out franchises that feel underrepresented. Like Xenoblade only had the first game, even though it's like pretty prolific right now. And it's like what's it called? Final Fantasy had like no spirits or music. So
yeah, they added those with Sephiroth.
Yeah, it was nice to fill that out as well.
And like to go back to what we were just saying there too, like that's also one thing that Smash always does is that it always generates interest in those games and franchises. Because like Persona had like a big surge in popularity with Smash.
Yeah.
So like now we're getting more Persona, more Xenoblade stuff. People are gonna be like more interested to see there probably. So I'd imagine.
Yeah.
What's up? Xenoblade 2 is where it costs like $200 or $100 for the physical copy right now.
Okay, well it's also the eShop for $60, so there you go.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't get the digital, but yeah, apparently the price spike.
And even then, at that point, the ball is in Nintendo's court to just print more copies. They own the damn game.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew it was obviously going to be Xenoblade when I saw the characters because they're not going to add DLC this late.
Yeah, like that was my thought process. Like the moment that Rex said, "Oh, Pyra's disappeared suddenly," I'm like, she disappeared in Smash, didn't she? Because it's like 2 free years out the gate at this point. They're not going to add DLC this late in the game. This has to be something new, which we'll get more into. Which is something we'll probably say again for the last announcement in this direct.
Oh yeah. And then I guess one last thing with Pyra, it's like I feel like it was obvious that a Xenoblade 2 rep was coming since Min Min was added, because like they've talked about ARMS and Xenoblade 2 were both games that like would have gotten fighters if they had been announced earlier and Sakurai knew about them. So it's like once Min Min came, I was like pretty sure like, well, I thought Rex and Pyra would come, but so I think the big surprise here was Rex just getting completely stumped, which I'm okay with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, seems to be taking it well, unlike Chrom, who just smoked on the floor.
Yikes. F.
Yeah, it's funny though, because the main gameplay of Xenoblade 2 is all about the connection between Blade and Driver, and that's in the story and in gameplay, but nope, just not representing that at all.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that, like I said.
Yeah, but how would you represent that in Smash?
Yeah, that would be pretty challenging. But then again, he represented Minecraft personally, and I
Okay,
didn't think
true.
that was possible.
Which is just hilarious.
He can just do like anything. Honestly,
Steve looks like a ship post, and it's amazing.
It is. Oh my god, Steve is probably my favorite gameplay wise of the DLC newcomers. It's so funny. Anyway, though,
I would like to quickly touch on one thing though, with like something that people keep forgetting with new Smash characters is that like they keep asking what characters only just get popular now or like a couple months ago, and it's like they decided the roster in advance. Like, sure, they didn't know Fire Pass 2 when they did Fire Pass 1, but you'd imagine they probably have it done by the time that one ended. It's like everyone that's in this game now was probably decided back in like October 2019 or somewhere around then.
yeah, probably.
I like every DLC character so far except Terry.
Yeah, Terry's annoying to fight against with those crazy moves he gets.
Oh, see, Terry's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I mean he's a cool addition in theory, but like, yeah, I just don't like fighting against him with those super moves.
I mean, the difference there is that he also only gets us at like 100%, so like one smash attack will kill him.
And one of his super moves will kill you
Okay.
after all the hard work.
Well, we will save that
Well,
discussion.
if you're
for
at 100,
episode-
well, that means you're at 100% too, so that's your fault.
Okay, we will table this discussion for episode 74.
Yeah. And one
Anyway.
Well, before we move on, while we're talking about upcoming or the last two fighters, I wanted to run this past you guys, see what your thoughts are. Like one franchise that I like to. If there's one I could get, and this is like a long shot. What would your thoughts be on a Star Wars rep?
That's not gonna happen, I think.
Ah, yes,
don't
my
think so,
favorite Smash
but-
character, Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the
What?
Hutt.
You think Star Wars has a significant role in video game history? I feel like if
I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
it's a
that.
movie,
Um,
Well, so is Popeye.
so does Goku.
I mean, there are a lot of franchises that do, and it would be insane to see them in Smash, but I think that's the one rule that Sakurai wouldn't break. Is like it has to be in a video game character.
Which is how Hatsune Miku has a loophole in that she is still technically software.
Aha. But
you have Star Wars characters who are like you could go like Starkiller from Force Unleashed. Like you have Star Wars
Yeah.
characters that originated
Disney
in
doesn't
video
want
games.
to remind you that that game existed.
yeah, I think Disney is the big hurdle here, though, because honestly, if that happened, my mind would be blown. But I would honestly be down. Like I would love that idea.
We'd
A
probably
Star-
get Sora before anything.
Yeah, that's true. Sora
unfortunately.
probably takes priority. And yeah, I feel like Disney though is very restrictive.
I feel like Mickey Mouse would take a priority
Except
there.
for-
Epic Mickey Mouse.
They're restricted,
my
but
God.
there's so many stupid Star Wars crossovers that exist. Like I live in
That's
Columbus,
true.
and the amount of like Star Wars Ohio State merchandise is the stupidest fucking thing ever.
Oh my
made.
god, I just
I wanna kill
remembered.
myself.
They just
Remember
announced
when-
yesterday that Ryu and Chun-Li are going to be in Fortnite and there's Star Wars stuff in Fortnite. Ryu has now met Thanos and
that's
the Stormtroopers. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Remember when you have to play Fortnite to understand the lore of Rise of Skywalker?
Hell yeah, that was amazing. They should do that with all movies from now
How did
on.
we get into the point where Fortnite is the most important game ever made?
I don't know. It's weird though. I don't hear anyone like talking about Fortnite or like playing it anymore. But like it keeps getting these big crossovers.
I think
like-
it's at the point now where the fan base isn't vocal anymore, but they still actively play it.
yeah, that makes sense. Anyway though,
I wonder what Among Us fan base is like.
hey, where's the new Among Us map? They said January. It's like the end of February.
They said
now.
early, so technically they still have 1 month left.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. Okay,
they
well,
want-
Anyway,
become
speaking of Among Us, the next announcement is that Fall Guys is coming to Switch.
wow, are you guys excited?
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, that's about 6 months too late.
Wow, amazing.
Actually,
Wow.
no, it comes out in the summer, so it's like a full year too late.
Yeah, yike.
I never played Fall Guys.
Good.
And
Same.
yeah,
I played it for a
because-
day, and I did not care much for it
It
because
exi-
I got to like the team event, and like, okay, I feel like I'm losing for reasons that are not my own. And it's like that's just like the worst feeling to have because it's like, well, now I just feel like I'm not allowed to win.
Yeah. Well, it was certainly a game that existed.
And like I
Anyway,
look at it, I can see why it's popular, how it'd be fun, but like it just doesn't do anything for us.
yeah,
So the next thing is Outer Wilds. I don't really have much to say about that one.
yeah,
Anyone?
not really.
Chris?
Was that the one where you only have 22 minutes to save
Yeah.
the solar system?
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion on it.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard I've heard really good things about it, but I don't really know anything other than that.
A lot of
after
people
that-
have told me I did like it since I like Majora's Mask and Pikmin because like it's
Okay.
a time management sort of thing. So I need to check it out.
Next was Samurai Warriors 5. It's a Muso game. I don't think we have any strong opinions on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I only like the Warriors games that are about IPs that I love.
I
Yeah.
clapped when I saw the thing I recognized.
I clapped. Yeah.
Legend of Mana. The Mana stuff I've wanted to try, but just never had to. But like the remake looks good. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone else has anything to say to that. The next highlight is Mario Golf Super Rush.
Yeah, that seems pretty neat. Like the main golf gameplay looks pretty basic and dare I say a little Mario Tennis Ultra Smashy. Like it didn't really hook me, but then that mode where they're all just running to
Dude,
like get
speed
to their
golf,
golf.
that looks like a. I never
That-
really got. I was never interested in Mario Golf before because like I just don't have an interest in golf. But that speed golf mode, that just looks amazing.
That's a great
That-
concept.
I think they got me with that one plus the costumes. I just want to dress Donkey Kong and Bowser in wacky costumes.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just shocked that it took this long to make a Mario golf game. Like they don't have many like Mario spin-offs on this
It's
console.
weird because the same thing happened with the 3DS because it took a while to get Mario Golf on the 3DS.
Yeah. It's just so weird. Most of all, though, I'm shocked that they haven't made Super Mario Party 2 by now, considering the first game sold insanely well and also happens to have like no content in it. So like you'd think a sequel would be a no-brainer.
I mean, at that point, I'd want DLC to make the first game actually have content.
Well, yeah, obviously that'd be preferable. But like I don't know why they're not doing anything with like Super Mario Party. And they're just not doing much with Mario spin-offs in general, where while the Switch is like selling so well and anything Mario related sells super well as well. So it's like I don't know. I'm just shocked this took so long.
I don't know, maybe because this is like just a theory, but maybe like Smash Bros. And Animal Crossing, like the big things to know, those like the big sellers right now, really. Besides Mario Kart, obviously, because that's evergreen.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, so is Smash, but like Smash and Animal Crossing seem like the two big ones people always bring up.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Nintendo like anticipated Animal Crossing to be like this huge, like because
Yeah.
a
It's
lot of it is
weird
owed to the pandemic.
It's
And it's
weird
like-
because Animal Crossing has like been the big up and comer Nintendo franchise because that started as a B tier franchise back in the 2000s, and
Yeah,
ever since New Leaf, it started growing a big reputation from word of mouth and everything.
yeah,
Then Villager got into Smash, and that got even more interest to that. By the time the Switch was out, there was a big storm brewing for Animal Crossing because all these people were finally going to be like, yeah, I can actually play this game now, or I'm actually going to try it out because I've just heard so many good things about it. And then the
That's true, yeah.
pandemic, there was just that big perfect storm of circumstance and timing that just exploded.
yeah. Honestly, it's kind of crazy how that happens.
Yeah. If only that could happen for other franchises.
If only. I mean, it did happen with another franchise that's very recent that is at the end of
Okay,
this
yeah.
direct, which we will also get to. But yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
it's
ta-
kind of crazy.
You're talking about Splatoon. I thought you were talking about Fire Emblem for a second.
No. I
Because
said-
Fire Emblem kind of had the same thing too.
Yeah, basically. The Fire Emblem sales aren't nearly like as big as like
Yeah,
Animal
well,
Crossing and Splatoon. But like
You scale it because it's an RPG that's never going to sell amazingly well over here, but like it sells well enough. I say that ignoring the fact that Pokemon is the most popular thing ever made.
yeah. But yeah, Three Houses is the highest selling strategy RPG, but like it only sold like 3 million copies,
Which
just,
isn't a bad number.
Yeah. I think it just says more about strategy RPGs as a genre than it does about like other stuff.
We can
But
dress Wario up as a cowboy.
hell yeah. So I'm looking forward to the golf game. It seems pretty neat.
Has anyone here ever gotten into Monster Hunter?
I have not.
My issue is just getting into the grinding of it. I'm sure I'd probably like if I kept at it, but like I just don't have the time or patience right now for that.
Yeah, I do not care for grinding.
Plants vs Zombies shooter, it exists.
It does.
Catgate Arcade Stadium, it's a bunch of arcade ports. It's fun, but like again, we don't really need to talk about decades old arcade ports.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one that actually kind of surprised me when I saw it. Stubbs the Zombie is getting ported to the Switch. That's an Xbox cult classic, like an original Xbox game.
Huh. That is
Like,
very surprising.
That is a pull, and I'm excited to see that. But like, that is like the most random thing. It's a game that like you play as a zombie. You have to eat people's brains and turn them onto your side, and the whole thing has like a 50s B movie vibe to it, kind of like Destroy All Humans.
That is pretty random.
Yeah.
Like, did it have like an active fan base? Like, is it like a cult classic, or did nobody like?
I think it has like a cult following, but not a very big one. I think it's just like people who played it like it, and that's about it.
Alrighty then. Yeah,
But,
that's
like,
very random. I didn't
it doesn't
know.
even have like the most well-known publishers or developers because like it's developed by Asper, published by Asper and developed by Wide Load. I just think it's really cool to see something like that just show up out of nowhere now. Because I first heard about the game back when on a Screw Attack top 10 back in the day.
Wow, that was a while ago.
Yeah, like around like 2010, around then.
Alrighty then. Yeah, that is a very random pull.
I mean, I'm looking forward to that. It's like the kind of thing that I like to see. Just like games from that era just get treated with like a remake or a remaster out of nowhere.
Indeed.
Anyway, speaking of out of nowhere, Famicom Detective Club.
Yeah, the Ayumi Tachibana game that I only know because she had a trophy in Melee. I'm down for that. That seems neat to finally play that. I don't know like how good or beloved it is, but like, I mean, it's a very interesting part of Nintendo's history that like.
Just neat that this Japanese game gets to exist in localization for all time.
Wow,
and
Nintendo!
not going away.
Sure is cool to have your games that were only in Japan localized and brought over here.
Yeah, the worst part about this is that these games are literally about murder, so you can't even make that argument for Mother Free.
Yeah, honestly. Oh my god. Here we go again.
But that's neat that that's happening.
I was mostly referring to the fact that Fire Emblem disappears March 31st.
Oh my god, I can't believe Morph dies the same day as Mario.
Damn. Well, they have like the same first 3 letters of their names, so it makes sense.
Oh god. Did anyone check in on Olimar?
Oh god, no. Yikes.
Oh, so that's where Pikmin 4 went.
Damn. Now we know. Anyway, though, I believe Mother 3 came out in 2006, so we are now reaching the 15th anniversary of the game not being available here. So
oh my god, like how many anniversaries are there this year?
Yeah, there's a lot. Everything important happens when there's a 6 or a 1 at the end of the year.
Yeah, because you look at this year, it's the 25th for Pokemon, 35th for Zelda, Metroid, and Kid Icarus. Donkey Kong is 40, Sonic is 30.
Yeah, the N64 turns like 25, I believe.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot.
Maybe a Nintendo 64 Virtual Console featuring Super Mario 64 for not part of $60.
That would be nice.
Nah.
We already bought it.
Yeah. The Wii is 15 years old. Like, goddamn. Oh my god, so much stuff. The 3DS is 10. Nothing happened in 2016 though, so there's nothing to celebrate the 5-year anniversary of. I think no, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival is 2015. Yeah. Never mind.
That's against the rules, James.
Oh no, I broke our rule. God damn.
You're the only one that breaks that rule.
Kick him out of the chat.
I'm sorry. It's time for me to leave. And so it is.
There are no more Jameses and there's no more heroes. Free.
Indeed. Yeah, I need to play the first 2 before I can have an opinion on
I played
3.
a little bit of the first one a couple years ago when I borrowed from a friend. I say a couple years ago, but it was like almost 10 years at this point. I like what I was playing, but I was also an idiot and didn't know how to do odd jobs to increase my stats, so I was going at it at base level. I still managed to be like 4 of the bosses, which is probably pretty incredible, but that was also just me bashing my head against a brick wall. True. I did buy the Switch version, so I'll get to that eventually. but I'm looking forward to this because it still looks the same amount of fun and just utterly ridiculous plot.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 and 2 are on the Switch.
Yes.
Yeah, they ported them a while ago, at one point last year.
Yeah.
Well, they ported Bayonetta 1 and 2 even longer ago.
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, it's also a different development. It's a different development team though, because this is Grasshopper versus Platinum.
Yeah.
And frankly, with Platinum, I'm interested more in their other game they're working on right now than Bayonetta, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. What is that again?
Project GG A Go-Go, which is the third game in the Hideki Kamiya Hero trilogy, which started with Beautiful Joe, which was a Capcom game, but then continued with Wonderful 101, and now this. And with superhero, they mean like Japanese superheroes. So Beautiful Joe was based on Kamen Rider, Wonderful 101 was based on Super Sentai, and Project GG is going to be based on Ultraman.
Okay, that's pretty neat. Yeah, I didn't know Wonderful 101 and Beautiful Joe were connected like that.
Well, it's just it's only connected because it's Hideki Kamiya.
Yeah, it's like a thematic trilogy, like the Cornetto trilogy, kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, that seems neat. Anyway, what else happens?
Mario stuff on Animal Crossing. Anyone have any thoughts on that?
Warp pipes are cool.
Yeah,
cool.
you have fast travel now.
That's about it. New Leaf, of course, had so many other Nintendo items in the base game, and we didn't have to wait a year for them. But that's still whatever. Thanks, Nintendo.
Knockout City. Does anyone care about that?
That looks so bad.
At first, I saw them like, is Activision making a fucking fighting game? That's gonna be terrible. Then I found out, no, it's a dodgeball game, and also it's EA.
Yeah, yike.
Which tells you about how similar the content is sometimes.
Yep. No thanks.
The Ninja Gaiden collection, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when most of us talk about Ninja Gaiden, we're actually talking about the NES games at this point. But like, no, there were like all three of those modern games. I hear they're good games. I hear they're ridiculously hard, but they're still good.
Yeah. I keep forgetting they exist too. So yeah.
And it's weird because Razor's Edge was like a big deal for the Wii U at launch.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, good times.
Heard that they're like different genre, but like capture the feel of the original NES game.
Yeah, because the NES games were just 2D platformers, which were harder. Like if you ever played The Messenger, they were a similar kind of game. Yeah. And then the newer trilogy or hack and slash.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm interested in it, and like I wonder how the people who think Ria Hayabusa is going to be in Smash are reacting to this.
Yeah, that's true. There's some precedent now.
I mean, I don't think there's any precedent, but it's that they're probably got some Flames fanning.
Yeah.
Next was Project Triangle Strategy, a follow-up to Octopath.
Like we missed something that I care more about than this other RPG. The one where I get to use Mii's.
That's literally the next one.
Yeah, Patrick.
I remember it being before one of
it's after
dodgeball.
Anyway, well, I mean, Patrick, technically it still is, but still too later. Project Triangle Strategy, which is a follow-up to Octopath. I still need to get Octopath.
Yeah, it sure is a Three Houses knockoff. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's based more on Final Fantasy Tactics, which is like a series from the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I need to play Octopath, but like, I don't know.
Well, Octopath is also just more Final Fantasy.
Yeah. It didn't really grab me, but still.
I still need to play Octopath. I like the demo a lot, but I don't know how I feel about Tactics.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on Project Triangle Strategy.
I mean, it's cool that they're doing like the demo in Survey again to make the game even better.
Yeah.
That's nice to see. Okay, so anyway, Miitopia, Patrick, here you go. Yay! I heard this game was really good though and wacky.
Play it for once because the 3DS isn't real.
Exactly. There was never a 3DS. Why would I ever want to play that?
Well, it was also like a late 3DS game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it came out like 2017.
It's a weird choice out of every Mii game to make an HD version.
Yeah, because you think Tamagotchi Life would have been like a more sensible pick, because like that's the one everyone still talks about, and that one's older.
I have 2 points for that. Point one, why wouldn't you want to give Miitopia another chance to do better? Because because you imagine they'd want that to be able to sell better. And 2, because Tomodachi Life did so well, I feel like they'd want to make a sequel instead.
True. But it also has been like 7 years since the first game, so you'd think they would have gotten on that by now.
It also took
But-
like 3-4 years to get Tomodachi Life in the first place.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I'm excited to play Miitopia in HD.
I can't wait to make Hank Hill the final boss.
Hell yeah. It's going to be a natural fit for the dubs that we do with Chris, because that...
Oh yeah, we can just use our own voices.
Yeah, we're literally making our own lore for
No,
the game. Like,
We have to voice each other.
Indeed.
You can
Alright.
literally put anyone in the story.
Everyone is here.
Oh boy.
So why do you put us 4, Jess, and Mordo in?
Hell yeah.
Can't wait to make John Cena.
John Cena!
Emperor Norton, Hamilton Fish.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I started playing Miitopia on the 3DS like last year, but I never picked it up again after a while because like why would I play the 3DS when my Switch is right there? My Switch is giving me the stink eye every time I pick up a 3DS.
Yeah, it's weird because like after a console launches, is like that weird amount of time where it's like, well, I want to play the old one, I want to play the new one or the really old one.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta wait like a generation to get back to it. It's weird.
Yeah, it's like it feels weird for me to pick up a 3DS when I got that Switch. But
Man,
yeah.
I'm just so. I mean, I don't know why. I guess because no one played the original, that's why they are just making a port instead of sequel to Miitopia. But
That's kind of what I said.
yeah, I know. I'm just thinking, wow, it's so nice to see this 3DS game get
3DS.
3DS.
AR machine game get all this new updated visuals. I mean, don't you love it when a game from a previous generation that was inferior gets updated visuals in the new version?
Yeah, man, I love Star Wars Hunters.
Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to.
I'm referring to the sky.
Star Wars Hunters. It takes.
The sky.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
was all
stars are
game.
in the sky, Patrick. That's true.
Yeah, Patrick, Sky
I mean,
Wars.
there's too much light pollution around here for us to
Well,
see
not-
them, but
Well, not so much wars, but more so wards.
Patrick, that was 2 generations ago.
Hmm.
I just
And
realized.
it still doesn't look HD.
You need to work. You need to work on your metaphors, Patrick. That's also at the end of the show, so we'll get to that.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
there's that game Neon White that's not listed here. That looked neat. It doesn't come out till next year though. Star Wars Hunters got announced with no gameplay.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is, but I like.
Really?
the
I'm
idea.
assuming you play as bounty hunters.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for that. That seems neat, but like also,
I
yeah, we
mean-
didn't see anything.
Like imagine playing as Boba Fett in IG-88 co-op.
Oh, nice. That would be
World's
fun.
End Club, which apparently is like Danganronpa if Danganronpa doesn't happen.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know
The
enough about
game is
Danganronpa.
canceled.
The game is canceled. All right.
Hey.
Let's go! Hyruleo's got an expansion pass, which is technically announced before the direct started.
They
There's
didn't-
nothing there.
They didn't show any gameplay or what the expansion pass consists of, but
Neat.
neat.
Speaking of which, speaking of no news, Breath of the Wild 2, no news.
I
Hell
mean, that's,
yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I didn't really expect Breath of the Wild
Yeah.
2 news.
I mean, at that point, why bring it up?
Exactly.
I mean, Metroid learned their lesson.
Yeah. The Metroid Prime 4 is the reason I have like trust issues when like something is announced for a certain year. I'm like, is it really though? Like,
Well, they didn't announce a year
Oh,
for
yeah.
Metroid Prime either. They didn't announce one for Breath of the Wild either.
well, when something's announced without like a release date, I'm just like, is it really coming out though? Like,
I mean,
Because
Breath
they
of the
just
Wild
said now in
2
development, that
had-
was it.
I kind of prefer when something's announced like the year it comes out, like because then it gives me something tangible to look forward to that year instead of just hoping one day it'll be
I
out.
mean,
Well, I mean,
I'm not that big a stickler for that. I would just prefer we actually have something to show us than just a logo. Like,
Yeah.
Metroid Prime was literally just a logo and nothing else. At least for Kingdom Hearts 3 and Breath of the Wild 2, they at least had something to show us.
Yeah,
They also
true.
have something to show us for that last thing, but before we get to that, we have to talk about the filler title in the filler's Zelda title for this year.
Okay, so
I don't know why they didn't just port the other two HDs.
Yeah, you'd think that because they put all that time into those ports, like that. They actually put effort, like a ton of effort into Wind Waker HD. They changed so much about it and improved it, and they just left it on the Wii U. Like, I don't understand. If they're bringing everything over to the Switch, you'd think they would want to like not lose the development costs they sunk into like Wind Waker, especially, as well as Twilight Princess HD. But nope, Skyward Sword.
Maybe it's still on the cards for this year because it is the 35th, so maybe that'll get something. I kind of doubt it, but that'd be neat.
Yeah, but like I feel like they would have announced it here if these were coming out this year. Like, I don't know.
That, but then again, they also announced a Paper Mario game 2 months before it came out.
That's true. They do weird shit all the time. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
So
I actually really like Skyward Sword, and even I'm disappointed to see it.
It doesn't look visually updated. Like it looks the same. It's
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I
It's
think
like,
there you go.
It's like Skyward Sword, in my opinion, is a very like good game visually. Like, I like the art style a lot. I still think it like looks good, if a bit like, you know, blurry, and like it's obviously not current gen. But like when you put like HD in the title, you'd think they would really overhaul the visuals and make it look way better. But this just looks the same as the original.
It looks like they kept all the models and just upscaled it to 1080, and that's about it. And they added real controls to it, and that's it. Like, it doesn't look like they did anything else, because it's like, even all the other bare bones Wii U ports, it was like, okay, at least Donkey Kong, they added a character. This is like, what did they add? Controls? That's not an ad. That's just part of porting.
Exactly. And like, I'm hoping they do more with the game, because Skyward Sword is a very flawed game. So like with Wind Waker, they fixed so many flaws that with the original. And like, it would be great if they made a lot about Skyward Sword less tedious. But like, we don't know yet. Hopefully they will, but like, and that might, you know, maybe justify it even if the visuals don't look that great. But like, also $60 just for like this one game that looks so similar to the original visually. Like, it doesn't feel like that much of an update outside of
to go back to that, it's like the original game was $50 on the Wii, so what's worth the extra $10 now?
Yeah, exactly. And well, and now you can get the original on the Wii U eShop for $20, so it's like,
don't tell Nintendo that, they'll delist it.
Yeah, honestly, it's just so annoying.
You can get this version for, you know, using tilt controls. I mean, well, not tilt controls. I mean, tilt C-stick, right stick.
The opposite of tilt controls.
Yeah. But, you know, you're still going to have sword problems once Joy-Con drift ticks in.
Oh, yeah. Joy-Con drift. Fun.
Oh, apparently PlayStation 5 controllers are doing that now, too.
Yeah.
Oh, they're drifting?
Yeah.
Oh my
controllers
God.
were perfectly fine for 30 years, and then everything just went downhill in 2017.
To be fair, Nintendo 64 controller joystick is garbage too.
That was like the first one, though. They get a pass.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't get a pass for control stick spinning.
Okay, yeah, fair.
True. That was Mario Party's fault, though. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is a really lazy and underwhelming announcement, and just you think they could just put Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword together? Maybe. I think that would justify $60, especially if it's like the updated port versions. But yeah, I don't know. This is really frustrating.
See, that's one that they should have just had as a headline instead.
Yeah. It feels like they put the same amount of effort into this Skyward Sword upres as they did like Galaxy in the 3D All-Stars collection. And that's a collection that comes with Sunshine and 64 as well for $60. Like, everyone complained about that being a bad deal, but like, that's compared to this, it's just kind of like,
I'm going to say I think less people would have complained had they not said they were going to delist the game after March.
That's true. Yeah, I think the timed release is what really...
That's what exacerbated everything, because like when you do that and then go back, it makes everything else so much worse.
Yeah. Honestly, well, it's whatever. I guess whatever.
So how
Hopefully they
about
fix stuff.
Fallout? How about Fallout Splatoon?
Epic.
Oh, it looks cool.
Literally saved the direct. Yeah, I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, like
Um,
I thought Splatoon was gonna be like a Mario Kart situation where it's one a console.
Yeah, but
It's
yeah,
possible. Or,
It's
yeah, we don't know when the next Switch is coming out. Or could be
Yeah.
a Switch Pro.
they didn't.
There's a decent chance there'll be something next year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I guess it's because Mario Kart still always sells, while Splatoon, I guess sales are done for the second game.
And if they're not done, they're just stagnant, so it's like the same every month probably.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like Splatoon is huge. Like it's insane how well the second game did. Like it's one of the best-selling Switch games, and this is like a brand new franchise, so it's like it totally makes sense to continue it and like keep up consumer interest in the series.
You know
So
what I'm
it's
gonna
like-
say when they first started that trailer and I saw like the Desolate Wasteland and how he had like the name the little buddy and stuff. I'm like, oh, is this like a Splatoon single player type thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
seemed like
thought-
some sort of spin-off, but no, it's the real deal.
Nope, yep. This is the world Team Chaos created.
Wow, epic.
How about the battle
Yeah.
bus though?
That's true.
Hell
The-
yeah.
The way you launch onto the map is very Battle Bus-esque for some reason.
Well, no, you don't all drop out of the same place. It's just basically they took the respawn point and put it in midair.
Oh god, could you
Basically.
imagine if they actually added a battle royale mode in Splatoon?
Oh my god. Honestly, that would fit pretty well though.
There
I
would be
honestly
so many colors on screen.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
there
the
would.
Splatoon 3 and be like, yo, boys, where are we dropping?
Where are we dropping indeed?
Yo, we drop it at Moray Towers. Let's go.
Hell
But
yeah.
I think you're gonna have a limited reach. Like you can only shoot yourself like on your side of the map.
Oh yeah,
on
probably.
stage.
Because I'd
Yeah.
imagine you'd probably just die if you tried to go to your opponent's side. You
Probably.
would just launch there, be covered in their ink, and someone would just snipe you immediately because it'll probably be a choreographed drop point.
Immediately did. Yep.
So
Fun
yeah, with
stuff.
the world design, I think they're gonna. I guess it looks like they're gonna put more effort into the story than just making it a bunch of levels. And you know, it would be really cool if the story mode was like completely open world. Like your hub is the town, but if you want to do story progress, you exit, and then you just have this big desolate wasteland to explore to do things.
That's kind of what I thought it was going to be at first, too.
Yeah, that would be neat. Like I'm very intrigued by this trailer. And they showed off a lot more than I was expecting. I expected them to stop after like you created your character and then like got on that train. Like I just expected a logo and nothing else, but they showed off a lot. Like
Well, I'd imagine
It's
it's probably still the
interesting.
same engine, so they're probably a lot farther along than we think.
yeah,
I
probably.
would not be surprised if this is like an early 2022 release, like in March or April.
Yeah. Honestly. But yeah, I'm very, very intrigued. I can't wait to learn more, even though it's gonna be a while before we do.
Ink bow.
There is it do be an ink bow. That is
We
true.
do be inking bows, though.
We do be inking. We back into ink. I just can't wait to see who the like idols are gonna be this time.
It's going to be Hatsune Miku. She's in Smash
Punished
now.
Pearl.
Punished Pearl. Damn. And like punished Marina. Trying to think of another adjective. Oh
I
well.
wonder if, well, I mean, like, considering the story was a result of the final Splatfest with Pearl and Marina, I wonder if, like, they'll be involved in the story, and then maybe they'll give Callie and Marie their old roles back because of
That-
how popular they are.
That would be boring though. I want new characters for each one. New idols. But yeah, Pearl and Marina being involved in the story mode somehow would be interesting. Honestly, yeah, Splatoon, I just want them to keep scratching the surface of like this lore that they've created with Splatoon because it's honestly one of the most interesting parts about it in general.
And I feel like they have to now at this point just because of what they showed us there. Like, they actually showed us the world outside of Inkopolis in the new town.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm very excited to see where this all goes, and yeah, definitely the best, definitely the highlight of the direct for me. So yes, that was.
What, you weren't excited to be able to use Minecraft Steve to mine on Gramps' head?
That
Huh.
do be fun though.
Yo,
But
I'm
yeah.
gonna give Gramps a lobotomy.
Hell yeah. I love giving the turtle in Great Bay a lobotomy. That's always fun.
Yo, I love when Nintendo lets us give people lobotomies in their family-friendly video game franchises.
Hell yeah.
You know what Mario really needs? To give Bowser a lobotomy.
I agree.
That would
New
solve
Dr.
everything.
We haven't had a Dr. Mario game in a while.
True.
Dr. Mario in the 40s.
Dr. Mario lobotomy time. Lobotomy smash or something. I'm trying to
Dr.
think
Mario
of a generic.
Surgeon Simulator.
I'm trying to think of a generic enough subtitle that would like really work for that.
Dr. Mario, lobotomy.
Yes, that's all you need. That is all. That's perfect. Anyway, though, so that is the.
No, you gotta have some sort of silly name that sounds similar to lobotomy after it.
Lobotomy sodomy.
It's
Oh no.
I mean, I don't know. That's all I got.
lobotomy robbery.
Sure.
Give me all the money or I'll drive this pickaxe in your forehead.
The entire rest of the podcast would just be discussing potential names for the Dr. Mario lobotomy spin.
Hey, Eggman, give back the chaos emeralds or I'll give you a lobotomy. Wicked.
Hell yeah.
How
It's
is
funny.
Kong gonna beat Godzilla with a pickaxe?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh no, his brain's too small, the pickaxe missed.
Indeed. Anyway, so I guess moving on from that,
This is now the William episode.
This is now moving on to the episode of William time, because now
We have a lot of Sonic stuff to talk about, followed by Lizard stuff.
hell yeah.
Chris,
So-
are you excited for Lizard and Hedgehog?
I'm a little excited for Lizard.
Okay,
the
so
only news I know about Sonic is that Mike Pollock survived another voice actor shuffle.
yeah, this is like the second one.
Precisely.
Precisely.
That's literally all I know about Sonic stuff. Is that he was retained after like everybody else got fired again.
Yeah,
Did they get fired or did they quit? Like I'm not up to date.
voice
on-
actors don't quit.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of just
Yeah.
get moved.
That is
Because from what I hear, you're always technically freelance at that point, and you kind of have to audition every single time. From what I hear,
interesting.
I think the only times they're
Mike Pollock said
ever
that.
under a contract is either is basically when they're like working on a TV show where you have to be
The
contracted the whole time.
Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The
like I'd imagine that
Sims.
they were safe with Sonic X the whole time, and they were safe with Boom the whole time. But outside of that, with the actual games, there was always always the chance that they would be recast.
Yeah.
And I guess they just finally did it now after 10 years.
Interesting. So yeah,
I mean,
it's-
technically,
all
some
I'm-
characters were recast throughout that. Like, I think Tails got recast once or twice already within the decade. And I know Knuckles got replaced for Team Sonic Racing.
interesting.
I
And
think
did-
Omega might have gotten changed too, because I think if who I'm thinking was one that voiced him, Good Riddance.
Hmm.
But yeah. So the main
everyone-
reason this came up was because Roger, who voiced Sonic himself for 10 years, posted on Twitter saying that 10 years was a good run, but now it's time to move on to new zones, and then posted a picture of a broken heart, which basically told us he was no longer voicing Sonic.
he is
and
no
then
longer
after
with
that-
us, Skipper.
And then after that, some other people came up and said they were no longer either because Netflix officially, for real this time, announced Sonic Prime,
Okay.
which is the Netflix series that got leaked last year. Leaked in terms of they announced it prematurely when they weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
What we know about that so far is that it's going to be a CG series. I
Hmm.
don't remember if they mentioned how many episodes, but it's going to be a CG series. We don't know who's actually voicing it yet. The only plot thing we have is that apparently Sonic is going to go to other dimensions,
Okay.
which gives us an excuse to actually see Blaze and Silver for once it actually makes sense.
Hmm.
Because canonically, Blaze is from another dimension, and Silver, alternate timelines, kind of the same thing as alternate dimensions. So we have reasons for both of them to actually be there for once.
Nice.
But all I'm hearing here is that we can get Shadow's original voice actor back.
Yes, finally.
So I can hear him
was gonna
go,
say,
"Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?"
Yes.
no, that was technically the 4Kids actors.
Ah, damn.
Yeah,
that's
2005. Yeah, Shadow was the first game of the 4Kids cast.
We can hire them back.
That's
Maybe-
Blue Hedgehog in of all
maybe they-
places.
Maybe they fired everyone, and now they're gonna they're gonna hire the real-time fan dub cast.
Oh my god.
Yes.
But Mike Pollock's staying. We can't get the Eggman voice actor.
Oh, tragic.
No,
I want them to just say fuck it and get back Martin Burke from the OVA.
That would be amazing. Oh my god.
The military must have mistaken me for the likes of you. Just have him redo every line from the past couple years. Body, nose hair. Ha, I'll show you.
Chili dogs.
That's no good.
Metal. I'll shove this chili dog down your throat.
I'll make you eat those words.
Maria.
Let's show Mathinger 3.
I like your attitude.
I'm
That goes with
I'm excited at the prospect of a new Sonic cartoon because, of course, and and it does look like from what we heard, it sounds like they're gonna try to do more game-oriented stuff, and that'll actually take place within the games world. From what we
Okay.
heard, like
That's good.
same thing that IDW is doing with their comics. Which shout out again to the IDW comics are really good.
Okay. So we
But
don't have any
nice-
do we have any news on which like characters are going to be in the show and like who's voicing them?
We don't know anything about that yet, and that's
Okay.
kind of like the whole big thing to talk about is just what are they going to do with the voice cast now. One thing that I kept seeing people bringing up is that people are thinking, oh, this is probably them going to try to bring in Ben Schwartz to voice Sonic in the main canon, and I don't think that's what's going to happen at all.
Yeah, it seems like that's more of just
yeah.
restricting that to the movies.
For a
I'd be
couple
okay
reasons-
with I'd be
I'd be
okay with
okay
them
with
as
that,
Sonic,
but I have a couple
yeah.
of reasons why I don't think that's going to happen. One of which being, apparently at one point, Roger Craig Smith described Sonic as his weekend beer money. What does that tell you? It does
Oof.
not pay that much.
Yeah.
As an actual TV show would. Ben Schwartz is an actual named celebrity in Hollywood. He is not going to do work for peanuts.
True.
And to go even further, Ben Schwartz is a good voice for Sonic, but it's not video game Sonic. Like the Sonic in the movies direction versus direction in the games is very different.
Yeah, that might be like confusing. Into the Sonic verse.
yeah.
What if
It'd be
that
kind of
happens?
I mean, there are people who were saying that just because they talk about other dimensions. I don't think that's at all what's going to happen. I feel like it's just an excuse to get more wacky worlds and zones in there. Some people took it as, oh, we're going to see other versions of Sonic from across, or like new versions of Sonic, like a pirate Sonic or something. Like that thing, which, yeah, they could do that, but I feel like if anything, it's just an excuse to go to other wacky worlds.
Look, man,
Yeah.
I just want Casino Park to return.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a casino world in the game, in the movie, and in the series.
Hey,
I mean, all three of them, to be honest. And yeah, to go in further, they also did officially reveal the title for Sonic 2, which is Sonic 2.
Wow.
And they also
Epic.
played a little snippet of Emerald Hill Zone in the background of that teaser. They remembered music exists, guys. They did it.
Ooh.
They did it. Music is real.
My main question is a matter of, for the series, are they going to use those same voice actors for the games? Because we have no idea who's staying in the games besides Mike Pollock.
Yeah, because like in the first Sonic movie, like the Tails voice actor, that was someone from the games, right?
Yeah, that was Colleen. She was one who was voicing Tails at the time.
Okay, is she still voicing Tails, or is she
We
one of
don't
the...
know.
Oh boy.
That's the whole thing that we don't know. We're in the dark, and like we've kind of been in the dark since last year because we were supposed to get the games announced last March at South by Southwest.
Yeah.
Pandemic happened, that didn't happen.
Yeah. See,
And we're still waiting now.
I assumed with like the Sonic characters in the movies, I assumed they would get like celebrities for them, and that like
Yeah.
Tails' voice was just kind of a placeholder, and Tails would get recast by a celebrity.
Yeah,
And,
that
like,
was probably
the
just a
second
matter
one.
of we need to get the voice recorded. Sega, just give us the voice actor from the games.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the Sonic movies will probably just do their own thing, independent of the games.
Which, I mean, isn't a bad thing. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's just I would like to see like a cartoon that's closer to the actual games for once.
Mm-hmm.
Because none of the cartoons really were that similar to the games at all. Like, you can argue Saturday M's kind of there, But Adventures was just a generic 90s comedy. Underground was its entirely own beast.
Yeah.
Sonic X was an isekai anime.
Yeah.
Boom was mostly... Boom, you could have taken out the Sonic character replacement with anyone, and it would have been the same show.
Yeah. Boom
You're-
did give us some nice memes, though.
You're just saying yeah, even though you know nothing about any of these shows.
That's what he does to
Yeah, I
everything
do.
I say.
Yeah. No, I can visualize the different Sonics you're talking about. I know there's the one with Pingas. There's the one with that Chris kid and his grandma. There's the Sonic Boom one. There's the one where Robotnik was a big evil man who actually succeeded, and that was the dark one. And then there was the other one, and there.
What's the other one, James?
I did it. I solved
Which
Sonic.
one? You named all of those, everyone besides Sonic Underground. Tell me which one Sonic Underground is.
That's the one with Sonic
And
and his friends.
Triplets Born, The Throne Awaits, a seer
Alright.
warns of a deadly fate.
I solved it. The Deadly Six. Oh no.
Oh, they'll probably be in the show at some point. They're in the comics. They keep
Yeah.
trying to make them a thing.
Yeah. Please,
And so
please
far,
don't.
the comics are the only one that did a good job of it.
Ooh. Alrighty then. Let's see. Is there anything else Sonic related?
Probably. I don't
I mean-
think so.
For the Sonic 2 movie, the first one, they threw Sonic into the real world. Maybe this time they'll throw who's the cop buddy guy?
Tom. And we do know that they'll probably because we already got confirmation that Tika Sumter's in it.
Yeah.
She played the girlfriend.
Okay.
So they will be in the Sonic
So
world.
then
Oh, I
they
feel like
throw.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eggman's not home yet. He said he'd be home by Christmas, though. Where is he?
We don't know when wouldn't that be funny if he literally comes back on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, that would be funny. Excellent, top-notch foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. Oh no, they did it. They found the damn foreshadowing.
Maria.
Maria, it's me.
This is what you wanted, right? This was the promise I made to you.
Now where's Hot
Well-
Topic so I can piss on it?
I ate all the Hot Pockets at Hot Topic.
I put hot sauce on everything,
Yes.
from Twinkies to milk.
Damn.
It's what I do as the ultimate life form.
Yes. Beautiful. Okay, so I guess let's move on now from Sonic
You
into...
think- wait, is Knuckles gonna be in the sequel?
Yes.
Apparently, Knuckles is going to be in the sequel.
But it's not Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah, personally, I feel like adding Knuckles is too much too soon.
Yeah.
Like, I would have preferred if it was like, oh, they added, like, they have the sequel as Sonic and Tails, and then, like, we get the tease that Eggman still has one of the spines from Sonic, so, like, use that to make the excuse to build Metal Sonic and have that be the cast of this movie.
Oh, that'd be
And then the
neat.
third movie is when you introduce Knuckles and maybe Amy.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, we will see. Anyway, let's move on now to the Monsterverse stuff, which William also wanted to
It's
discuss.
not just the Monsterverse, it's also just the other stuff that's happening around the time, too.
True, like Tamatoa, he's a monster.
Yeah, like the other random stuff. Like, apparently yesterday we found out that there's actual Godzilla record label now.
Oh, nice.
Just as an excuse to sell singles and vinyls. Okay.
Alrighty then.
Happened literally yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, so the main things. So after like a year or more of waiting, we finally got the trailer for Godzilla versus.
We did get that. I haven't actually watched it though. Unfortunately.
William played it that one time.
Oh,
Okay.
he did play it on Discord that one time.
He just wasn't paying attention.
True.
He was too busy saying, "Yeah."
Yeah. This is a certified yeah moment.
We should. That's gonna be your answer to every question in the Q&A. Hey James, whatever happened to that Fire Emblem Fates video? Yeah.
Yeah. That is my official response.
And Chris, did you see the trailer for Lizard?
I have not.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, yeah.
I heard
so
it is
from
interesting.
it was like #1 trending on YouTube for like a full week.
Oh wow.
I don't know how it did it, but it managed to be #1 trending for like a full week.
Damn.
And from what was seeing, the trailer gave more of a focus to Kong this time around, which I think makes perfect sense because so far Godzilla had 2 movies, Kong had 1. So it'd make more sense if this movie featured more Kong stuff instead because you need to give him more spotlight.
Yeah.
And there's also some like speculation going on of certain something that also would explain why Godzilla is not as prominent here, which I'm not going to get into.
All
Did
right.
Godzilla's actor
You just-
die during the filming?
Oh, no.
I mean, the original actor from the 50s and 60s died back in 2017.
Oof.
He got a in memory in the last movie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm
and
just-
we're seeing a new cast. It's looking like one thing that's kind of cool is that one of the characters is going to be more prominent. This one is a little girl. I think her name is Mia. She's one of the Iwi tribe from Kong Skull Island, and she's played by a deaf child actress. And it looks like she's communicating with Kong through sign language.
Huh. That's wholesome.
Yeah, and she gives him a little doll.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Wikipedia article. It is the 36th film in the Godzilla franchise and the 12th film in the King Kong franchise. Damn. Poor
Those
King.
are some
Yeah.
fun facts.
He sure.
Yeah.
Damn. He never
it's
gets
funny.
any love.
It's funny because, like, talking to friends, one time I mentioned how there were 35 films in the Godzilla franchise, and I got 2 reactions to that. The one I got, like, oh my god, it's so fucking many, I can never watch them. And the second reaction I got was like, there's only 35? Because you hear that and you're like, well, this series is going on for, at this point, 67 years.
Yeah.
So there's a matter of you'd think there'd be more, but also it's still a lot. Granted, I also don't want to hear that excuse anymore because Marvel made fucking 22 of those things in 11 years.
True.
You're not allowed to complain about, oh, they're making another Elm Street. Like, yeah, then they're making another MCU film.
But those
They're
were about
making-
different
No, but
characters.
They're making another James Bond.
I mean, like,
That's true. James Bond
Yeah.
probably. I don't know. He's
Yeah,
he's
the
up there as
excuse
well.
is dead. The excuse is dead.
That's true. Franchises got a franchise.
Unless you're Star Wars,
Yeah.
because then you can't make good movies.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, I feel like the Ryan trilogy is probably going to be better because there's at least this one guy in charge of everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let him actually
Um,
do his whole own thing the whole time instead of have to ape off someone else and just try to go in something.
Yeah. Anyway, though, with Godzilla, forgive me for not being up to up to like snuff on my knowledge, but like,
What's
is
that, 35 movies?
exactly. So is Godzilla like owned by someone, or is it like public
Okay.
domain? Because like that's a lot of
he
movies.
He is still owned by Toho. Every
Okay.
film Toho still has involvement in.
Okay, so they've made all of these.
Yes. Well, technically, they just kind of signed off for the American ones, having to approve them, but like they
Yeah.
still have some control over them getting made in the first place.
Okay.
Like the only one they actually made, the only ones they made by themselves at this point right now are Shin Godzilla in 2016 and the anime trilogy for Netflix.
Okay.
Which we'll get back to Netflix in a little bit because they're relevant for a couple things too.
All right.
Yeah. Which that's another thing. Like people were worried about what's going to happen after the movie in terms of the Monsterverse, if it's going to be able to continue or not. And one thing to point out is that the 2 leading franchises in this series are Godzilla and Kong. This is a franchise over at Warner Brothers. Neither Godzilla or Kong Warner Brothers own. They don't own either of them because Toho they have to make the deal with Toho, and like we're pretty sure Toho probably kept something going, but we don't know what really is happening with that either because they had to be something because like Toho wants to make their own films, but they also want to do the Warner Brothers stuff because that makes them good money apparently. And with Kong, the copyrights for Kong are so convoluted that it's like can't even talk about it. James Rolfe, when he did the 2017 Kong-a-thong, he literally called his attorney to talk about the 76 film because that's where all this started to try to sort out who actually owns the rights to King Kong.
Oh my god.
And like, even with like the lawyer had to come up with like this weird convoluted thing to how it all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think I watched that video like twice and I still don't understand it.
Damn.
One thing that I know is that apparently Universal has like the merchandise rights.
Okay.
Figure that one out.
Convoluted. Jesus.
Yeah, that's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, I know like Universal has like a lot of stuff with King Kong versus Godzilla because they helped fund that one. So that's why most of the time you only ever get the English cut of that movie over here because that's the one they own. They have like the legal rights for that, which is why when Criterion did the Showa collection, the loophole they got to put the Japanese version on there was that they included it as a bonus feature on the 8th disc. Also, for anyone listening that doesn't know about this, if you've heard about that thing that said there are 2 endings to that movie, that's a lie.
Yes. You were deceived.
Kong wins in the ending no matter what. The end.
So wait, how many times have there been Kong versus Godzilla movies?
Before this one, once.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the 1962 film King Kong versus Godzilla.
Which was also like the 3rd film in the Godzilla franchise and the 3rd in the Kong franchise.
Okay.
And the first time they were in color. Which people ask, like, why did Kong win? Because Kong was more popular.
Yeah. Because Donkey Kong beats Bowser every time.
Like, he was just actually more popular at that point because the original Kong film was just so beloved. And King Kong had, like, such a big influence on the making of the original Godzilla in the first place. That's, like, you get to work with your idol, you kind of want to, like, show them up and make them look better.
True. I'm on the Wikipedia page for the original King Kong versus Godzilla. Can we talk about the fact that the original draft of the film was Kong fighting a giant Frankenstein monster?
Yes.
And then they replaced it with Godzilla.
Yeah, and they gave the Frankenstein powers to King Kong.
Oh yeah, okay. That's normal.
Man, now I want to see the original version of that movie.
Yeah, honestly. Kong versus Frankenstein.
You know what's hilarious? Because for some reason in Germany, when they retitled the Godzilla films over there, they called them Frankenstein movies.
What?
And for some reason, they called Godzilla versus Megalon.
Megamind.
Godzilla versus Megamind.
That's a movie right there.
Yes.
For some reason, they called Godzilla versus Megalon a King Kong movie, and the idea was that Jet Jaguar was King Kong in a robot suit.
Oh my god.
Way to go, Germany.
This is amazing. Wow.
Though, if you want to go back to Frankenstein, there is a Toho film called Frankenstein Conquers the Earth with a giant Frankenstein monster. And he fights. That's the movie that he fights Baragon, Enters the Baragon in.
Interesting.
Damn. Alrighty.
Oh, you're Godzilla, all right. You're just not a Godzilla.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Presentation.
What if you go to heaven and God is just like a giant lizard? Yeah, they actually got it right the whole time. Who would have thought?
Wow, amazing.
But how am I supposed to understand him?
I mean, he's God. He can talk to me no matter how.
That's true. That's true.
Exactly.
There is the story in the Bible where God makes all the apostles understand every language.
Yes, every language perk has now been unlocked. That's what happens when you go to heaven.
Yes, you can speak Simlish.
Yes.
You know, the poster with Godzilla in the water for the movie, and he's just his spikes. It's just Bowser's furry vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably had that poster for months.
Yeah, exactly.
Because remember, this movie was supposed to originally come out in like May of last year.
True.
But Nintendo saw the poster and was like, ooh, we can steal that, but release our product before this movie, therefore they'll be copying us.
Sure.
Sure, Patrick, whatever helps you sleep.
Just copying Pokemon Dynamax?
Damn, that's true.
Apparently, one of the people in charge of like this stuff with Pokemon right now was actually working at Toho for a while.
I don't want to imply unoriginality, but there is red on this poster, and Persona 5
Oh
invented
my
red.
god!
Oh, no.
There we go.
I don't want to imply originality, but there is Kong on this poster.
And that is kind of ripping off Donkey Kong there.
Yeah.
No, see, Donkey Kong was actually a ripoff of Mighty Peking Man.
Yeah, obviously, yes.
It's so weird. Donkey Kong is just reskin of the
You know,
Popeye villain.
I don't want to imply unoriginality, but there are vowels in this title.
Hmm.
You know, I just about had enough of this unoriginality where they just clearly are copying God.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to imply originality, but this Dojima character sounds a lot like Joe Swanson.
You know, I've just about had it with you saying this is a ripoff of Joe Swanson.
You know,
It's
I think
actually a rip-off of Kronk.
You know, I think we've all just about had enough of each other. We should probably just move on to our next topic by now.
You know, there's still topics in this topic, Chris.
Not to imply unoriginality, but Joe Swanson does sound a lot like Patrick Warburton. I think he was ripping off his voice.
You know, Patrick Warburton sounds a lot like the Buzz Lightyear in the animated series.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I think
I've
they're
just
ripping
about
off the
had it.
animated series concept with
So
this new
anyway-
Lightyear movie.
So anyway, talking about giant monsters in animation, there's 2 anime to talk about now. Actually 3.
Epic.
Because that's the big thing we were talking about, like what's going to happen after the movie. We got the confirmation that there is a Netflix anime in production called Skull Island that does have canon, that is in the same canon as the Monsterverse.
Okay, neat.
So we actually are getting some more content regardless now. So we don't know what's going to happen with movies, but we are getting an anime series following this. So it is
Alright.
continuing in some form. And
Is
there
Jack
are
Black in it?
rumors.
Yeah, is Jack Black in it? That's the real question.
I don't know. That'd be cool. But it is weird because Kyle Chandler was in King Kong 2005, and he was in Godzilla King of the Monsters, and now he's in Godzilla vs. Kong.
Does he play the same character, or is it 2 different characters between the 2005 film and the modern
It's
stuff?
2 different characters, obviously. Because he was
Okay.
playing like the not Bruce Driscoll, but the other guy. Well, he was playing the character that character from the original King Kong, basically.
Ah, okay.
interesting.
That I said Bruce Driscoll. The name is Jack Driscoll, but Jack went to was renamed to a different character in this one. In that one, yeah. But yeah, he's playing the same character he was in King of the Monsters. But it's just fun to point out that Kyle Chandler was in a Kong movie, then a Godzilla movie, and now he's in a Godzilla vs. Kong movie.
Hooray. It all
Look at
comes
Chad.
full circle.
And speaking
Amazing.
more, and to go back into more Godzilla stuff, there's also Godzilla Single Point got another trailer that dropped, and we get more of a look at Jet Jaguar, and it looks like he's gonna be like one of the main characters in there. Like he's gonna be a mech piloted by the humans, but like he has much more of a focus this time around. And that really seems like to be the big thing like they're looking at. It looks like a big love letter to the Showa era, which is the first era of movies from the first film to 75.
I like it.
And
Yeah.
we're seeing a lot of characters that are only in one movie before this. Like it looks like there's a version of Titanosaurus in this. It looks like there is a version of Gabra of all characters. Again, there's a Jet Jaguar mech, and Gears hasn't been in a movie in a while, and he's going to be there. And it's just cool to see these. And it looks like the monsters might be on a smaller scale than normal, which I'm okay with. Because it also lets them get more personal with the humans, which is perfectly fine.
True.
Also, I don't know if you guys have seen Jet Jaguar's full design, but I'm just gonna post it in chat, and it is hilarious.
Oh boy, can't wait.
Apparently it looks like it's going for like a more realistic, like there's an actual mech that exists in real life that's like this. But I'm just gonna post this in chat real quick. In general, not the schedule channel.
Yes.
And let me see if I can find like the full PNG of that. Like it shows, yeah, to show where the legs are, because he also has tiny legs, and it is
Damn.
amazing. Okay, it's kind of a blurry picture, but whatever. Yeah, and it's amazing.
Wow. Those are very tiny legs.
Now there's speculation that maybe the monsters will get bigger as it goes on, and that maybe he'll grow because that's kind of his thing in the original movie. In the original movie, the excuse for him growing is literally he must have programmed himself to change size,
Ooh.
which is not at all realistic, but it's amazing.
Yep.
And
Why not?
we haven't seen much of Godzilla in the trailers either, because it looks like he's probably going to come into play later or be like a big omnipotent threat. Like his presence is felt ever, even if he's not specifically there. But we did actually get the full reveal of his design about a week ago, and he a big boy. He is extra thick.
Damn. Look at
those
that.
thighs.
Oh my god. His thighs are milky.
He also has tusks in his mouth, which is really cool. Like, just go over the design. It kind of looks like, proportion-wise, it kind of looks like the Final Wars design with the spikes of the anime Godzilla from the anime trilogy, and as far as the actual overall look, it looks more like the 2002 and 2003 Godzilla design. I know these words mean nothing to you guys, but that's just what I'm seeing with this.
Those are indeed words.
I think one of the person who did like the main design for him used to work at Studio Ghibli.
Ah, neat.
I can't wait to see King Kong get clapped between those thighs.
Hell yeah.
Those are some nice thighs. Oh, man.
And the series is being worked on in a collaboration with Netflix as well. It'll air in Japan starting in April, and then we'll get it on Netflix everywhere else summer after that.
Okay.
So yeah, there's going to be 2 different Godzilla-related things on Netflix soon. A Skull Island anime which may or may not have Godzilla in it, at least maybe we'll reference him, and then Singular Point. We also finally got confirmation that Pacific Rim anime still exists.
Oh, yeah.
And we've actually gotten trailers for it now.
Oh, yeah, I haven't heard about that in a while.
So it's cool to see that's still alive, and it looks interesting. Hopefully it's good.
Indeed. Hopefully it'll work. As the wise George Lucas once said.
Well, I can't wait for King Kong and Godzilla to fight each other a bunch, but then bigger, scarier, eviler monster comes, and then they have to team up to fight it.
That's part of the speculation. Spoilers real quick. If you look closely in the beginning of that trailer, when the people were running away on the stairs, if you look in the background, you see something looming over them. If you zoom in, it kind of sort of looks like Mechagodzilla.
Uh-oh.
Also, there were toy leaks about a year ago that show Mechagodzilla.
Damn.
And also the Funko Pops have been shown off, and on the back of it, it shows Mechagodzilla.
It's always the goddamn Funko Pops. Ruin everything.
So we've kind of sort of known for a while that Mechagodzilla was going to be in the...
Damn.
There was also speculation in Ready Player One, which was also made by Legendary, because that had Mechagodzilla in it. Granted, he was also in the original book, so that's fair. But the design, from what we've seen of it, kind of looks similar to the Ready Player one. I don't know if it's proportionately the same.
So Ready Player One is canon to this?
No, I hope not.
No. So what you're telling me is that the blue monster thing from the Godzilla NES creepypasta is going to be the main villain.
I mean, you mean Red One.
Can we just get the Godzilla creepypasta made into a movie? Because that would make for a cool
Can we
movie.
just get an actual game made about that?
That would be excellent.
I think people are working on like a game based on it. I'd like that. That'd be cool.
I know somebody was doing it.
Yeah. Can they just get Red in one of the actual movies for no reason? The IDW comics coming back. Can we put Red in those? Just because.
I found a website for it, but it hasn't been updated since version 0.3.1.
And what year did that come out?
I'm trying. This says February 14th, but it doesn't give me a. February 2021.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Oh,
progress
right now.
Happening.
Okay, next stream, baby. Let's go.
Epic.
I don't know why the Godzilla's spikes on this artwork is like snow-covered trees.
Well, because that's why I brought up. It kind of reminds me of like the 2017 version, because the anime Godzilla in that was supposed to be somewhat plant-based, and his spines kind of look like leaves, and these kind of still look like they're retaining that. But it looks like they also have like a little blood vein going through them.
Okay.
So that's cool to see. And one thing that we also know is that whenever we saw Godzilla in those trailers or teasers, he was always surrounded by this red mist. So there's a lot of like speculation going around that.
Neat.
But I was going to mention, like, the only 2 things I've seen of Ready Player One were 2 things. One scene where they try to kill someone with Chucky, which is where they get to use one of one of the best F-bomb drops in a PG-13 movie ever. It's fucking Chucky.
Oh no!
Because they throw him at somebody, he's like, it's fucking Chucky, and then he just dies. And the second is the Mechagodzilla fight, which they kill Mechagodzilla in the dumbest way possible, and I don't know if I love it or hate it. They throw a mad ball in him.
Oh my god! What's a mad ball?
You know those 90s ball toys that look like monsters and shit?
Vaguely.
I'm gonna post a picture in chat.
Okay. So this kills Mechagodzilla.
It explodes and it kills him.
All right,
it was
then.
Specifically this one.
Oh my god! Oh yeah.
They killed him with those. And there's like no fanfare to it either. It just blows up and it's done.
Alrighty. That's cool.
I don't know if I love it or hate it.
Yeah. Yes, that's the answer.
Okay, so anything else I had to say? I either forgot. Oh yeah, Shin Ultraman looks good. That's all I have to say.
Cool.
Okay, we can finally move on to the next thing. What's the next thing?
The next thing is another thing that's a ball that explodes with resting power.
Hey James, do me a favor. Hold R.
Okay. I am holding R.
Okay. I know it looks like your shield is getting smaller. Ignore that.
Oh, okay. Cool. I hope I don't die. Oh, shit! Hello, everyone. It's Jigglypuff time, because Jigglypuff is the Smash fighter of the episode, which is episode 12. We finally got to the end of the N64 roster. Oh boy!
You know, when I put
a year.
You know, when I put her in the last Hunger Games, I didn't actually know she was going to be the next one. I just kind of did it because she was pink.
Yeah, true. That was the Valentine's Day special. So, yes, Jigglypuff. Well, first, outside of Smash, Jigglypuff is a Pokemon that exists. I don't know.
Has any of us used her on our teams? No? Oh, cool.
No. Yeah, I don't really have much of an opinion on Jigglypuff outside of Smash. It is a Pokemon.
Well, the anime.
It's relevant to the anime.
Yeah, the anime really made Jigglypuff like super popular, and I don't know. It's pretty cute. It's a cute little round ball thing, but you know, Kirby fills that role perfectly fine.
I think I've only ever played as Jigglypuff like once, and that was because I was just random. I had the random selector on.
Yeah, Jigglypuff. Obviously, it made sense for the time, basing it off of Kirby and because of the anime. But Jigglypuff is just such a random choice out of all possible Pokemon to put into Smash. Just sure, this random tiny ball.
Because she was popular in the anime.
Yeah, it really only makes sense in the context of Smash 64 and its development time.
And she's standing because she was in all the other ones.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Jigglypuff sings, and that's it.
If they had the option nowadays, they probably would have went with Eevee because that's the one they're pushing as the second mascot.
Yeah, which makes sense because Eevee's like unlimited potential, and Eevee's
everyone loves Eevee. Everyone uses Eevee.
Yeah.
Everyone uses Evolution, definitely.
Yeah. Part of me wonders if it could have gone another way, like Clefairy could have been like the Kirby-based Pokemon in Smash 64.
Clefairy is definitely less relevant than Jigglypuff.
Yeah, that's so true.
Clefairy was almost more relevant than any of the other.
Yeah, Clefairy was the original mascot before Pikachu got popular and they went with them. So that might have been interesting. But between the two, yeah, I prefer Jigglypuff, I guess. And I don't know.
Jigglypuff is a fairy, and then that had no effect on their Smash moveset.
So true.
Because they haven't changed any of them since Brawl.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, moving on to Smash. Jigglypuff is interesting because it's like very unique in terms of like when I play Jigglypuff, it's like I never touch the ground. I can just like maneuver around people in the air and just smack them. It's like it's a character that doesn't seem like it would be that fun to use on paper, but then I do use them, and it's like I just like using Pound and just singing, putting people to sleep. It's just fun to mess with people with Jigglypuff and to fly everywhere on the stage. So I don't know. Yeah, I enjoy Jigglypuff in Smash.
Jigglypuff feels like a actually surprisingly balanced character because they're like high risk, high reward.
Yeah,
which isn't something. which isn't something you would gather just from their design, but just like the anime, if you fall asleep, you're gonna have a bad time.
Well, I think they were also supposed to be a joke character originally, but then Hungrybox discovered that they're actually supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
Because
yeah. Well, even before that, like Sakurai, like specifically, like threw the joke character label onto Pichu, and then actually like focused on making Jigglypuff more than a joke. So it's like, but yeah, Hungrybox just picked that up and ran with it and popularized.
In fact, I think that was like the entire point of Rest. That it was just a joke, like, oh, this character sucks, but has one move that just secretly kills you.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I don't know how Sakurai thought of that, but
I mean, it's a pretty obvious joke. It's like you have this character who sucks in every regard, except for they have just one random move that's hard, but if you hit it, it just kills them.
Yeah, but like specifically the move itself, like falling asleep, but causing like a tiny explosion and killing
I argue that's exactly why, because it's like the dumbest move. So obviously, it's the one that's going to kill you.
Yeah, it's a strong contender for the dumbest move in Smash Bros. Honestly.
Why does Luigi's up specials do the same thing? It's a weird thing.
Well, that's also true. Has the fact that it's also recovery is the main thing for that one.
What if Rest was like the games where you could recover a little bit of health while you're asleep?
I mean, that'd be nice. Was that custom move in Smash 4, maybe?
I don't know. I keep forgetting those existed.
I know there's one that I'm pretty sure there's one where that made you fly up with Rest.
Oh my god.
Which is weird to think that Rest was a recovery move.
Stadium where you use Mimic.
Yeah.
Any Pokemon can fly.
Yo, actually, I changed my mind. I do want a Pokemon rep now. I want the substitute doll in Smash.
Hell yeah.
You already have that with
yeah, but make him playable.
Greninja.
Make him playable though.
Please make him playable.
Can we put Bill in Smash?
Bill.
He could just go in and out of his human and Pokemon forms.
He just turns into a weird Frankenstein amalgam of every Pokemon with all of his moves.
He can trap you in his PC.
Yep.
His final smash, he just smacks you with the computer, and that's it. It just kills you.
Yeah.
And you're never used again, left to rot in the PC box forever.
No, if it's a Nuzlocke run, I'll have to use you eventually, but you die in one fight.
So true.
It's also weird, though, to think that Jigglypuff is high tier in Melee, because it's only because Hungrybox knows how to play as her.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's mostly using the back air to just keep people at bay and just deal the damage over time.
Yeah, and then getting a rest in eventually.
That's the thing with the tier list, is that they're decided based on results. Like, it's not so much that Jigglypuff is a super powerful character, it's that if you know how to play as her, you're gonna be able to beat anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Because in casual play, no, Jigglypuff's gonna get her ass kicked, but in competitive play, if you know what you're doing and playing at the top level, then yeah, she is the best character.
Yeah. Like, when I play Ultimate Online, I kind of dread fighting Jigglypuffs, because more often than not, it's someone who actually knows how to use the character, and it's like, I can never hit them, because they're always in the air and, like, always dodging everything.
It's like, well, it's better they dodge your attacks than you get caught in one of their air combos.
Yeah. But yeah,
they have a lot of work to do to get KOs, except they have rest, so not really if they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And the only people who play Jigglypuff are the ones that know what they're doing.
Exactly. That's why I always dread fighting them.
Or they're using random.
Yep. It's so true.
But
they're true main.
The best character.
On the completely opposite end of the spectrum, Rollout is a terrible move.
Yeah, I don't like Rollout.
Oh, no, I like just using it and just going the whole stage and hopefully hitting someone. It's funny.
It's fun.
It's fun for the memes.
It's funny and fun to use, but you will probably die from using it.
Yeah, if you're bad.
Indeed.
Oh, just get good.
Yeah, get good, scrub.
Get good. Anyway, so yeah, any other thoughts about Jigglypuff?
It's funny to say her name. Jigglypuff!
It is. It's
Jigglypuff.
I like the name.
Purrin.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay,
yeah,
James, what the stupid food thing?
One one of her names is, or one of her Google translated names is just Puddin',
Pudding.
which is a food.
Which is a food. Which,
Oh,
speaking of food...
But she's also a Batman
Whoa.
character.
True. Anyway, today's food of the day that we discuss is applesauce.
Ew.
Ah.
I like applesauce.
I don't. I hate it. There. I actually have an opinion for once.
I,
Is that always your opinion?
I tried applesauce one time. It's disgusting.
Yeah, Patrick, you hate every food, though.
No, I've never tried every food.
Okay.
This one I actually hate. Therefore, that's an improvement.
Well, do you like regular apples?
He does not. He doesn't eat fruit.
Not that much.
I wasn't paying attention. Is the food applesauce?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
I
it's okay.
I like regular apples. Applesauce, yeah, it's fine. Regular apples are superior.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris, do you like applesauce?
I do not.
Okay. Yeah, we are not.
I like
But I will say that I agree that apples are better than applesauce.
Yeah.
Cool.
And-
We're in
and
I say
agreement then. Oh, okay.
Apples are better than applesauce. I like applesauce because it's quick and easy. I have jars
That
in my
is-
fridge. And I can just take a swig instead of cutting up an apple or something.
Do you just like
That is
grab it
true.
by the jar and just chug?
Take a swig?
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
You just drink it out of the bottle?
What kind of
Yeah.
madman are you?
Oh my god.
I want a shot of apple sauce.
Apple Joss?
Apple
Yo,
Joss.
fuck Apple Joss Whedon. Guy
Exactly.
sucks.
The interesting thing is, so I get unsweetened, and if you leave it, if you don't finish it in like a week and a half, it starts to get fermented really quickly. So this is a fair
What?
warning.
Why do you know that?
Because
Oh
I
my
don't finish the
God.
jar.
Oh god. Well, with
It
that,
does not taste good when it's fermented. Do not recommend it for fermented applesauce.
oof.
Good to know.
Yep. Well, with that, let's move on.
That was a question and an answer.
It was that. Yeah, I learned a lot from that. Let's move on now to the Q and A sesh. So let us look at some Qs and give them some A's.
Well, I have
So-
one here from Gamer Guy, also known as Gaming Red Panda 2.
Ooh.
Although these are a few questions. Ahem.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 1, what are your thoughts on visual novels?
They're pretty cool.
Yes.
Sometimes I like having visuals with my novels.
I'm going to say this
Sometimes-
again. Go to Space Chris 7 on YouTube and watch us stream visual novels.
Indeed.
Sometimes I imagine a future where I could live with you.
You know,
Indeed.
I've just about had enough of this.
Was that a question or was this a comment?
That was the question. Just what are your thoughts on visual novels?
No, the living with you.
That was a reference.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh,
a
okay.
reference to Doki Doki.
Chris, I'll have you know that this question is deemed by Twitter to contain offensive content.
Yeah, I don't know what that
So,
offensive
yeah.
content is though.
Is it this?
He says some
This
terrible things like
abomination.
Ace Attorney and Doki Doki.
Damn.
Very offensive.
Wow, those are
I
two
think-
games that I've streamed. Apparently, I'm breaking copyright laws now.
I think Danganronpa is
That one I
what's-
can understand because
Take it back, James.
because people
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, pretty sus.
I mean, technically isn't implied that when they go to jail and Ace Attorney, they also die?
I don't know.
No.
Maybe like some of the newer ones where it's in like the past and shit.
I've only played the first one, and I don't think they die. There are
Okay.
murders, though. Obviously.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, James.
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas.
What are your favorite
Will
games
Eggman
of all
be home
time?
now?
I sorry, Patrick was yelling in my ear. What?
So what are our favorite games of all time?
Well, but I had signed.
Majora's Mask and Persona 5
Yes,
Royal.
he
Royal.
said that.
Related-
Apart
Jeez,
from those
apart from
games,
that.
I am very aware. I read it, but
I have
you know, that's my answer.
but
James, let's say Hades.
Okay. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. There we go.
Cool.
Epic.
The rest of us. Chris, you go.
I like Jack and Daxter. That's one of my favorite games of all time.
Oh yeah.
Maybe one of these days I'll get around to streaming it.
Oh yeah.
It's hard for me to pick favorites as like Sonic 2 and 3, Banjo-Kazooie, Mega Man 2, Smash in general.
Yeah.
Ben.
Smash in general, Star Fox 64, Star Wars Battlefront 2 from 2005.
Oh, speaking of Star Fox, how did you guys feel? They found out today they finally got a quota prototype of Dinosaur Planet, which was the game that eventually became Star Fox Adventures.
Yeah, that's pretty
the
awesome.
game's probably still not good, but that's cool to see.
True.
Nobody ever brings me gifts anymore.
And like you can see at that point, they're already switching it over to Star Fox because they already had the model for Fox in there, and some dialogue was changed out.
Yeah.
It says Fox. He doesn't look like Fox, but they call him Fox McCloud, so okay.
Yeah.
It looks like a cross between what they were already doing and Fox, so like in between.
Yeah. Interesting.
I like games. I like Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, Wii Sports Resort. There was the one game that was about Mario.
Oh, I love that game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love Mario.
And there was also the game that was about Zelda.
I'm going to say this. One. My favorite console of all time is my Sega Genesis, signed by Scott the Woz.
That is true. My favorite game is Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops.
Signed by Dick Vitale.
Signed by Dick Vitale.
Yeah, Dick Vitale. Scott the Woz.
Exactly. That was cool.
Someone tried to throw away my case that was signed by Scott. It was almost tragic.
Oh no,
that would have been a tragedy.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy just wants your friend request on Switch.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Can you
an announcement for everyone? Just accept the friend request. Send him a friend request. Send Cillian, spelled Cillian. Send him a friend request.
How about we all send Cillian a friend request instead?
I'm not sending him a friend request.
I think he sent you one because he follows you on Twitter and it showed up.
Oh no, he didn't send me one. He sent me 5.
Oh.
He said he made 5 different accounts to try and
send him 5.
Yeah, I'll send him 6. Why not?
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, everyone, this should go without saying, but please do not send friend requests to people you don't know personally. That might make them uncomfortable. Thank you. Bye.
Hey, James, can you accept my friend request?
No.
Fuck you.
Wow. You know William, too, and you shot him down.
You've known him for almost 10 years, bitch.
You know, I've just about had it.
He already has accepted your friend request, so you
That's the joke.
That's the joke, Patrick.
That's precisely why he can't do it once again.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I can't accept
I'm already your friend.
Yeah, William, how could I accept your friend request again?
Have you watched The Muppet Show yet?
Not yet.
Then I guess we're not really friends, are we?
Damn. Okay.
You gotta watch them Mups first.
Okay.
You have to play the music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question to answer this question. Are you gonna do a video on Infinity Train at some point?
Yeah, eventually.
Well then this question will be answered with that then, because this guy, Koalas wants your thoughts on Infinity Train, but if you're gonna make a video on it, that's gonna get answered within that.
Yeah, but it might be a while because it's a lot to unpack.
Okay, what are your thoughts on Infinity Train?
Infinity Train is so good. You guys should watch it. It's on HBO Max.
I need to finish the third book. I've seen the first and second one.
Yeah, it's so good.
The third book has the most fucked up ending.
The third book has some of the most fucked up things I've ever seen in animation intended for younger audiences.
The whole the gorilla thing.
Yeah.
Hey, no spoilers. I'm gonna watch this then.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Yes, Chris, you will enjoy it. It is very fucked up.
Because I'm enjoying Community.
Oh yeah, Community is excellent.
Yep, and just remember, the train was created by Chie.
That's right. The train was created by Chie.
Oh,
you would know that.
Here we go again.
Art lore. Anyway. Oh, I like this. Walt Fillerson asks, to everyone, do you know any bad movies that somehow have a good soundtrack or at least one really good song? I have a few answers to that.
Here's one that's on the top of my head that's been very relevant for me recently. Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But the movie.
I was specifically going to say The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, which have banger soundtracks.
Good points, yeah.
And, but in terms of one really good song, One Little Slip from Chicken Little. That is a banger. Yeah. It is so good. So, yeah, that's my answer.
Banger soundtracks to a movie, eh? Have you guys heard of a little movie called Maximum Overdrive?
I knew it.
Hell yeah, bro.
I mean, what
was
would be my answer to that? Because AC/DC did the soundtrack, and each song that's in that movie is really good.
True.
Yeah.
It is good stuff. Oh man.
Yeah, or like I said at the beginning, Lorax is my answer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I actually like
Hell
the
yeah,
songs
brother.
from Lorax a lot.
Yeah, Lorax is fun music.
Yeah.
How
It's not
bad
terrible,
can
but yeah,
it be?
music is fantastic.
I need to think on
Yeah.
this one. I'm still
Alright.
thinking. I'll
Okay.
answer one later if I can think of anything.
Okay.
Hold on a second. I would say Hoodwink. The movie's really good. Soundtrack's really good. The animation's just bad. So it's a good movie,
Yeah.
but the animation is annoying.
True.
Yeah, that's
The music is
understandable.
good.
Because that was like
Yeah.
the mid 2000 CG, like mid 2000 CG was not that great.
It is low budget. I think it's a bigger issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of looks like it was supposed to be direct to video, but got pushed to theaters.
Yep.
There's an interesting question from some guy called Crappy G.
Oh.
Can the Shave Squad do a D&D
No.
campaign?
Get the
You-
fuck out of here, you guy.
You want me to do a 5th campaign? You bitch!
Yes.
Oh man. That takes effort.
I barely have time to do any of the other 4.
Yeah. No, I would love to do a D&D campaign, but effort though.
We'll
So
we'll
much
figure
effort.
it out one of these days.
Plus, I already know what's gonna happen is that we're gonna get some stupid bullshit every time. That's when we're gonna end because it's like it's already 10 o'clock at night. We cannot keep doing this. This is gonna make it last another hour.
William, stop trying to seduce the Walmart employee.
Yeah, come on, William.
What? Oh, okay.
Excuse me. I would seduce the Target employee.
I was seduced the Wendy's employee.
Well, of course, because they have a giant target on them. Then I'm.
Of course, you would
I mean-
seduce the Wendy's employee because that's where Miss Wendy works.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. So to get back on other questions, from Santiago Riveros, can you explain your love-hate relationship with Nintendo? What do you love and what do you hate?
Well, they're a shitty business with shitty,
Yeah.
terrible practices, and they're very anti-consumer, but they make good games. That's
Basically, yeah.
That's pretty
I like
straightforward.
Nintendo because of Miitopia and Tamagotchi Life, but I hate
Nintendo has
Nintendo
games.
because they can go to hell.
You know,
Yeah.
I at least want to
I,
say I feel like a lot of the problems are from more incompetence than being evil, which, granted, at a certain point is the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I see Nintendo the same way I see Disney. Like, I despise Disney as a corporation. I think they're morally bankrupt. But like, the people who make the movies are not the people who like run the business. Like,
Yeah.
I can appreciate their movies and like the people behind them. And it's the same thing with Nintendo. Like, I appreciate the people making the games and the games themselves. It doesn't mean I have to have love for the corporation. I guess
That being said, Miyamoto needs to retire.
yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh
He-
man.
He has no ideas anymore. That's literally the problem. He hates unoriginality. I
Yeah.
mean, originality.
Yes.
Hey,
anyway.
to Shaffarella man. A while back, you tweeted something about doing a Fire Emblem Fates video. How's that coming along?
I give up.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem Fates
Yeah.
is terrible. I
No,
give
James, you already answered the question earlier. You said yeah.
Yeah.
up. Yeah. Yeah.
I
that's
mean,
my
there is a
answer.
Fire Emblem video that is.
It should be out maybe by the time this comes out. Maybe
The
it'll
reason
already
I
be out.
said that earlier in the video is because I saw that question.
Damn. Yeah, Fates is just draining. I can't
Right.
finish it.
And also, 3DS.
Also, the 3DS. I don't want to touch the 3DS.
Yeah, we answered that in the video too accidentally.
Yeah.
From Fanboys, do you know any songs by Owl City other than Fireflies and Good Time? The answer is that they did the ending credits song from Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was not
Wait,
aware,
they
but
did
yes.
more songs than Fireflies. No wonder that admin over at the Tommy Pickles Facebook page hates them.
Damn.
That Facebook page still exists?
Yes, it does.
Huh.
Huh.
Is it still the same profile pic?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Legendary.
Indeed.
Yo, fuck Cell.
Yeah.
Fuck
Let's
that guy.
see. DS asks, if you had the chance to make a small Nintendo franchise as big as their most prominent ones, but as a trade-off, one of the franchises they do use falls into obscurity, which do you pick to switch places?
Yo, wouldn't it be hilarious if Mario became obscure?
That would be funny.
That's the payoff to March 31st.
Yeah, epic.
Finally, Mother free and Mario's dead.
Yep. Do we count
Luigi? This is the promise I made to you, right?
Oh, no.
This is what you wanted. Mother free for everybody. Woohoo!
Okay, well, the big franchise is easy. Pokemon. Like, bye, bitch. I'm done with you. Now, does Pikmin count as a small franchise?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Okay, then Pikmin, I would love if it was as big as Pokemon because it's my life force. And Pokemon, I am just tired of. So, that's my choice. Because I love all the other big ones. Like, I love Mario and Zelda and, like, Animal Crossing Splatoon as well. So, it's like, Pokemon just, I don't care about it anymore.
Okay, let's establish what are the big franchises.
Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, and then Splatoon and Animal Crossing.
Does Kirby count as one of the big franchises?
Yeah, I'd say Kirby as well.
He does.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem kind of as well. Like, they keep making those games.
I would say that's where we stop the list then, because I'm not going to, because Metroid hasn't gotten enough to really qualify, and Star Fox has been mistreated too much.
Donkey Kong has not had a new game since before Splatoon
40th
existed.
anniversary.
Splatoon literally started existing after the last Donkey Kong game.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
And for the record, Donkey Kong is the game that basically saved Nintendo as a company, so I think it should probably...
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to say that's my answer. I want more Donkey Kong stuff.
Yeah.
We're saying they switch places. So, like, are we saying that the other franchise becomes obscure or just gets the same level as the other? Because, like, if Mario and Donkey Kong switch, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I guess switch places would be, Mario would be as relevant as Donkey Kong.
I mean, at that point, quality-wise, Pokemon's probably switched place for Pikmin already.
Yeah.
Okay, I buy Pokemon. I'm gonna put in Metroid back where it belongs.
Yeah.
So I have no love for Fire Emblem, with all due apologies.
It's all good.
I could go for like, and Star Fox is obviously going to be one I'd like to see. We have F-Zero. I'd like to see another Rhythm Heaven game at some point.
Oh yeah.
The Rhythm Heaven fans the Rhythm Heaven fans now stand Ben.
Yes.
I got back on my 3DS for a short period of time just to play WarioWare Gold, because the WarioWare is fun.
Yeah.
And not on the Switch.
I feel like I probably would really like Rhythm Heaven because I just haven't bothered. If they put one of them on the Switch, then I'd probably play that, definitely.
Yeah, it seems like a natural fit.
If they put Chibi Robo on the Switch...
If they put GameCube on the Switch...
Yeah. If they put games on the Switch...
Well, Nintendo Switch has games.
That is true, it does. Anyway, Chris, do you have an opinion on this question?
I don't, because I grew up as a Sony fanboy, not a Nintendo fanboy.
Okay. Would you appreciate it if they replaced like Mario with Miitopia, and Miitopia was that?
Yes, actually.
Hell yeah.
Wait, okay. That would mean that the Mii franchise technically is the one that becomes prominent, which means we'd also get Tomodachi Life.
True.
Okay,
I see no pitfalls with that scenario of getting rid of Mario and replacing it with just Mii's.
Exactly. Like, come on, Mii's can be anyone. Like, that's perfect.
Yeah, even Mario.
Exactly. Why do we even have characters? Characters could just be Mii's of that character.
Why do we even have humans? Just be Mii's.
Exactly. Why does the human race still exist?
Patrick's already doing that.
We should become Mii. Exactly. Patrick is a Mii already.
What is a Mii if not a digital Muppet?
Exactly. The Meepit Show.
Do not skip the intro on the Meepit Show.
Okay.
And guess what? Mii still get to be Sans.
Da-da-da-da.
That's true. Okay, what other...
Sakurai told me so.
Well, we did it, boys. Every game is now Undertale.
Epic. All right.
There's also a game I forgot to mention, Fave Games, because I, after playing through, it is like continues to make me smile with its kooky conversations between its lovable cast.
Cool.
Play Undertale, James.
Okay, maybe someday.
Maybe
Then
we'll
I
play it on
watch
stream
Hades
one of
Town.
these days.
Maybe.
Do we want to end this tier at the me conversation, or do you want to do like one or two more questions?
Well,
maybe
I
few
have
more.
a good question. From Sneaky Sam, will Mustard Plug join the next generation of Hunger Games cast for season 2?
He's on my list, so he will get picked eventually, probably.
Most likely with our upcoming We Pick from Twitter event.
Oh, okay. So are we doing the Twitter Picks one?
Yes.
Because I put that in the Discord as a suggestion, and no one said anything, and then everyone just assumed that meant that I said we were doing it. And like, no, I would put that there to ask, and no one said anything.
Yeah.
I mean, this is also going to go up after that, but yeah.
True. I like this. You can go first.
From Vito Tunis. I know it's kind of random, but Netflix. Yes, I have, and I really enjoyed it.
All of that cut out. I didn't hear any of that.
Cool.
Yes, I have.
Cool. From Vito Tunis. I know it's kind of random, but have any of you seen Troll Hunters yet? Yes, I
Nope.
have. I've really enjoyed it. It's produced by Guillermo del Toro.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, nice. All right.
There are 2 other shows in that continuity. I saw a little bit of Freebio, but couldn't get into it, and I haven't seen Wizards yet.
Nice. Okay, I like this. Lincoln Hart says, other than the Lego games, what is the best video game adaptation of a piece of media? Hint, Sopranos for PS2.
Oh, it's going down in history, all right.
This game's going down in history.
Looks like it's Sopranos 2, baby.
Got some gabagoo.
You know,
And then I woke up the next day and got some gabagoo. Hell yeah.
I don't know, guys. Gex is a pretty good adaptation of Godfather.
That is true. It is accurate. Anyway, if
It's like a luau at Abe Pagoda's house.
True.
I haven't seen blows like this since taco night at James Corden's house.
Oh god.
Oh, no, that's horrible.
Modern day Gex.
Oh no!
Oh lord.
Gex gets hit by a car like Brian.
Yes.
I haven't been run over this bad since Brian Man in Peter
Since
Guy.
Princess Diana.
Yes. Oh god.
Oh, the humanity.
Yes. Like at the end of the game, he'd be like, I haven't seen an ending this bad since Game of Thrones.
Can you guys imagine Gex in Fortnite?
That would be
I haven't imagined a crossover this far-reaching since Rise of Skywalker with Fortnite.
wow. I haven't seen a crossover game this epic since PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
You know what's weird? Rayman 2 was the game that got ported to every console generation ever, and then just suddenly this generation it just stopped.
Huh. That's random.
I haven't
Resident Evil 4 still going though, baby.
I haven't seen a game with this many cutaway gags since Family Guy.
Okay, so we do want to wrap this up then.
Yeah. Wait, what was the question again? I forgot because Gex. I would say Spider-Man is probably my favorite video game adaptation of a piece of media.
Oh yeah, that's
It's a cool game.
I canonically said in this episode that Star Wars is a video game. I gotta go.
Yeah. Good choice. Anyone else have an answer to that?
I can't think of anything.
Madagascar 2.
Madagascar 2 for Wii. That was
Shrek is a very good adaptation of the original children's book.
true. That's not a video game though.
I don't care.
Shrek for Xbox.
Shrek 2 for PS2 is the greatest adaptation ever. It has the Burrow Blast.
That yeah,
Shrek Mario Kart ripoff.
exactly.
Madagascar Kart.
No, see, Mario Kart saw
cards.
Mario Kart saw Shrek Swamp Racing in the future and try to make it before it happened. They wanted to beat it to the punch
Oh yeah.
because the new Shrek Racing would have
Wreck-It
revitalized
Ralph
it.
and, Sega All
Yes, Wreck-It Ralph
Football
and
Manager
Sega
and
All-Stars.
Sega All Stars Racing.
And
Hell
Danica
yeah.
Patrick
That's a
and TF2.
Nice.
I have a question to read because I can't just not read the question of Luigi's Mansion from Luigi's Mansion.
Okay. What does Luigi's Mansion from Luigi's Mansion say? This is the last question.
What do you guys think of the Back to the Future trilogy?
Back to the juice.
Back in the ink.
All right.
Back to the Juicer.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah. The first one is obviously the best. I also really like the second one. I'm not huge on the third one. It seems kind of a standard Western. It's not really that interesting. The second one is all crazy and like really high concept and fun. And the first one is just like a perfect movie. That's my opinion.
I don't think I've seen them all to completion.
I liked all 3 of them.
But from what I can gather, they're in descending order of which one's the best.
I mean, that's generally how sequels go.
A lot of people say the second one's the best.
Yeah, I do know a lot of people like the second one more, but I also know more people that like the first one more just because the second you really need the first one to really enjoy the second one.
Yeah.
Because the first one's the one that works the best on its own. It's kind of like how Back to the Future 2 is kind of like Empire Strikes Back, where you need the context of both of the other ones to get the most out of it.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of if you think it does a good job of it or not, which I think people still like it no matter what, but it's whether or not they like it more or less than the first one.
Yeah. Chris, do you have any opinions?
I've been zoning out this entire time. What are we talking about?
Do you like Back to the Future?
Never watched it.
Okay.
Damn, we gotta watch it. All right.
ShinyCast movie night after Sky Sharks.
Epic. We figured it out.
What? Sky Sharks?
Anyway.
Why not just watch Sharknado?
Why not just watch Shark Tale?
No, this is about flying sharks and sharks killing Nazis, Patrick. Don't you want to see that?
Shark Tale, baby! Okay, so now it's time to recommend and final plug stuff. Okay. Who wants to go first?
Watch me and Chris stream.
I haven't seen this many plugs since Hotel Mario.
All toasters.
Anyway. If I go for Chris, I can recommend Mountain Dew Major Melon first.
Hell yeah.
You beat Chris to the punch.
Chris streams and so do I sometimes. Go sub to us.
As my plug for the night, I'm going to plug Mellow Yellow, the complete brand opposite of Mountain Dew.
Oh.
But also I'm going to say you should come watch me and James and Patrick and a bunch of our friends on Spacecraft 7.
Sometimes I'm there.
That's why I said a bunch of our other friends, William.
Yeah, but I'm also literally in the call here.
True. Anyway, since Chris plugged that, I will plug Infinity Train on HBO Max. You should watch it. Book 4 is coming soon, maybe, they said. So, hell yeah, watch it. It's so good. It gets so fucked up at the end of season 3. Oh my god. It's so good. Just watch it.
Maybe that's a good thing that's on HBO Max. It can also go darker too.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm just hearing more reasons to watch Infinity Train.
Basically, yeah.
Then you'll finally understand the Alan Dracula joke. You'll finally understand where that name comes from.
Right. I remember that now.
So, yes. Anyway.
Also, there's a Gumball movie coming out now.
Oh, yeah. Total Drama is coming back on HBO Max as well. So, all right, campers, that'll be neat.
No, maybe we can hear Harold say hell and damn.
Fuck.
Oh.
Damn.
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Lashana, where did you put the Chaos Emeralds?
Do you think Lashana Jr. made it out before 2020?
Yeah, remember Harold had like a pet, like spider something.
It was a snail.
And in one episode, Chris said, "Will Lashana Jr. make it out of here before 2020?" And now it's 2021. Did Lashana Jr. make it out? We never.
I'm gonna be optimistic. I think she made it out in 2019.
Okay, that sounds good. Sounds realistic.
Wouldn't it have been safer to stay there?
No, fuck you.
Than go outside.
I don't know.
Can snails catch COVID?
Probably not. Yeah, I don't know.
Should we end the podcast on that?
Ben plug.
Then
Ben made his plug. It was
I forgot.
If we're talking about snails,
I've just about had it with this episode.
Speaking of snails, you want to know what is a game that has many good snail jokes?
What?
Undersnail.
Fuck you.
You should play it.
All right, Chris, what were you saying about snails?
Speaking of snails, there's a part in JoJo where Weather Report turns everybody into snails. That's known as Stone Ocean, and Stone Ocean may or may not be getting confirmed in just a couple months.
Wow. Well, not to imply unoriginality, but that is kind of like the part in Persona 5 where they all turn into mice.
You know, all you're telling me right now is more reasons to not play Persona 5.
I hope they don't make a Godzilla movie that takes place in Shibuya, because I'm gonna have to slap the shit out of you if that happens.
Not to imply on originality, but Shibuya originated in Persona 5. So,
hey, Chris.
You know, not to imply unoriginality here, James, but you keep referencing stuff that happens in Persona 5, which Persona 5 is based off of Persona 5, James.
You know, I've just about had it.
You know, this podcast is over. William actually left the chat. Okay, it's over for real now. Bye.
Oh, he's back. He's not over.
Okay, bye.
You know, I've just about had enough of this. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.